What's going on, everybody? This is Clever Gets, and today I'm going to be going over kind of like a Pokemon news roundup for the week. We got a lot of news dropping over the last week. We've got product reveals, set reveals, all kinds of stuff like that. So let's go over it in this video. First off, I'd like to apologize if my mic sounds a little different than usual. I don't have my other mic with me right now, but we're going to get that back as soon as we can. Just felt like I had to get this video out soon because I'm already so late to the party here. But yeah, we're going to go over some of these product reveals and the set reveal as well. So let's start with the biggest news, where I'm going to give you my opinion on all the changes coming to the Pokemon TCG. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about it already, but we're getting some major changes to English. So yeah, Scarlet and Violet are coming on March 31st, 2023. It's a little later than usual for a base set. Usually we got them in February, as stated here on Poke Beach, but because Crown Zenith is coming in January, we got to make room. That makes sense. Crown Zenith is going to be a really big set, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm sure we'll have our fun with Crown Zenith. Okay, so this is the biggest thing in my opinion. One of the biggest things. Silver borders are coming to English. So let's zoom in on this Fuecoco here. Silver borders are coming to English, and that is going to be our new standard common card. Common, uncommon, they're all going to have silver borders. So they're trying to make Japan and the Western North America, all that. They're trying to close the gap, trying to make the cards not so different from each other. So this is something that I personally like. I've seen mixed reviews on it. I think that the people who don't like it just need to get used to it. I hate to say it like that, but I feel like 6 months from now when the set is out and everyone's enjoying it, I feel like people are going to like the silver borders more. Personally, I like them more. They look more clean. They look a little more professional, a little more appealing. I think they look better than the standard yellow border we've been getting. I'm not saying the standard yellow border was bad, but this is better. Okay, so that's huge. That's huge, like, because that's changing what we've had for the last 25 years of Pokemon trading cards, right? Bigger change than people realize, but there it is. Okay, very excited about that. So yeah, we're getting silver borders. Next off, a lot of minor quality of life stuff for actually playing the game is coming in, which is fantastic. So the trainer subcategory, as stated here on Poke Beach, item supporter stadium, will be moved to the top left of the card to be more visible. Currently, it's located in the top right. So we look at Professor's Research, Professor Turo here. We can see supporter in the top left there. Just makes it more visually appealing. And then again, we got those silver borders there, which, and again, my opinion, much better. They look really clean. Yeah, really excited about this. There we go. That's a better picture of the Professor Turo card there. And then energy cards. So for those of you that actually play the game and not just collect, you'll understand how needed this change was. Let's click on this basic fire energy here. If we click on this basic fire energy, we can see that the energy symbol is also now in the bottom right hand corner as well as the top right hand corner, and it also says basic fire energy instead of just fire energy. So the basic, they put that in just because, you know, I guess clearing it up, letting everyone know, yep, this is basic, this is what a basic energy looks like. But what you're doing most of the time in the Pokemon TCG is you're stacking energy on top of each other. So putting that fire energy symbol in the bottom right hand corner now, it's actually easier for us to tell if we move up along the energy stack, we can actually tell which energy are there without even moving any cards, as long as you're placing them properly. So that is a very, very big quality of life thing for anyone who actually plays the game. I'm not playing the game right now, but I have played quite a bit of it in the past, so I can understand how needed and welcome that change will be. So again, all good things so far. This one has been met with a little bit of controversy. So let's see. So set symbols. Set symbols are now being replaced with set codes. Now, some people don't like it, and I understand why. Some people say, oh, it gets rid of the personality, you know, stuff like that. Personally, I like that we're getting rid of set symbols and replacing it with set codes. I think, again, it's just a little quality of life thing. So we can see here it's meant to match up with the Japanese one. So we're going to get Scarlet Violet 1, and then it's going to say EN for English. Okay, so it's going to Scarlet Violet, and then 1, obviously the first set in the Scarlet Violet series. So you won't have to memorize every single set's symbol anymore. You'll just have to remember which set it was in that series of sets. So for example, Rebel Clash, Sword and Shield will say like SW, I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying like it would, if it were printed here, it would say like SW2EN, right? And that's easier than remembering the Rebel Clash symbol for a lot of people. It just makes it a little easier to look at, to remember. And then, yeah, our cards' rarities are also being matched up with Japan's, whereas Japan says double rare, so RR down here, and then we are getting the new symbol, which is double star, which means a double rare. Okay, I'm not sure exactly if they're going to be calling these double rares or if this is still ultra rare. I'm going to be keeping up with that for you guys so that we get it right in the video. Again, huge changes. Okay, and then this is one that's not as great. So we are getting a price increase on Pokemon cards. My opinion is it makes sort of sense that we are. Yeah, cost of materials, global inflation. Yeah, I kind of saw this coming, not gonna lie. So booster packs are going up 50 cents American, which is more than people realize. But again, they're doing everything they can to make sure that this, price increase is worth it for us. It's kind of like a hostage exchange, if you think about it like that. Like they're giving us something and we're giving them something. So we're giving them extra money, 50 cents extra per card, and they're giving us silver borders, some quality of life updates, and then this next thing I'm getting into is that certain products will have certain items. Elite trainer boxes are going to become a lot more desirable with an additional booster pack in each one, and each elite trainer box getting a full art promo card. People do not understand how huge that really is. Elite trainer boxes for me have grown a little bit stale, just because the only thing that's really exclusive to them is the box itself and the sleeves and, you know, the dice and all that. But like once you have as much of that stuff as I do, it gets a little less interesting. So to include a promo that will be exclusive to the box, it's going to make elite trainer boxes more interesting than they've ever been. It's going to make them more valuable, right, to get those exclusive promos. It's going to incentivize, like me personally, a lot as a collector to get elite trainer boxes. And then booster packs have been revealed for Scarlet Violet. So as we can see, we've got Koreadon here, Moreadon here. We've got the starters in, let's see if I can remember the name. We've got Fuecoco, Quaxley, and Spargaletto or something like that, the grass cat. Please correct me in the comments. And we've got a confirmation of a Terra water type Gyarados EX. And then, yep, this is the next huge news that I'm sure everyone already knows about. This is really old news, but we're going to go over it anyway. Just go over the article here. The EX mechanic is returning, which, my opinion on the EX mechanic, I love it. I'm excited to have it back. I'm so, like, I don't want to say I'm done. I'm just done with, like, every card being, like, a full art, right? V cards, GX cards, every card was a full art. I want to go back to the days where a full art really meant something if you pulled it, right? So yeah, these EX cards, let's zoom in on this Ampharos. It's kind of like slightly, like you can kind of see it, like the background, you can actually see the rest of Ampharos's body in the background, but I like it like this. This is the classic style of EX cards that we had back in my heyday, back in the black and white era, back in the Level X era. I like it when a full art really means something. It's hard for you to pull a full art. It's not easy, right? So I like it that we're going back to these ultra rares kind of looking like normal cards a little more, right? It doesn't, like, I know it's not as flashy, and some people may complain about that, but for me, I like it. And I've seen a lot of people say they don't like the EX mechanic. It's going to take some time to get used to, and also it's going to be improved. Pokemon always, ever since X and Y, when the Mega Mechanic was introduced, always introduced something new and fun eventually for us to get. So we got the Mega Mechanic in X and Y. We've got the V-Star Mechanic late into the Sword and Shield era. We got all kinds of stuff. We got the GX Mechanic and Tag Team Mechanic with the Sun and Moon series of sets. It will be improved. So if you don't like EX cards, don't worry too much. We're going to be getting some improvements made to them They just may come at a later date. However, me personally couldn't be more excited. I know that when I pull my first DX card, it's going to bring back a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia. Again, that's my heyday. And yeah. And then, yeah, we've got some Terra. Terra forms are confirmed for the TCG, so it's going to change up typing. I don't know if we're going to see a lot of that in the very first set. We may see it later on, but as we can see with this Arcanine here, it's got its Terra gem on top of its head, and yes, it's going to remain a fire type. But for example, if this was a water type Terra gem, which we could see on this fire type Arcanine, this would actually be a water type card. So I think this is really going to mix up the typing of some cards, and it's really going to introduce some crazy decks for typing wise. And then, yeah, we've got some common cards revealed, some more EX cards. So I'm going to go through these just a little bit here. We've got the Arcanine, Ampharos, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And yes, these EX cards will have to evolve, unlike the ones from the Black and White series of sets and the X and Y series of sets. Got some cool ones here. Mimikyu, Lucario. It's like this set was made for me. Lucario, another one of my favorites. We've got this guy. I forget his name. He's the wheel one. People ride around on him. Again, not familiar with all of the Paldean Pokemon. Then we've got some trainers there. Looks like we've got 2 different trainers of your rival here. I forget her name. She was an awesome rival in the game. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Clicked on an ad. And then, oh, clicked on that again. Gonna have to cut that. Anyway, we've got 2 of the trainer cards here. 1 of each. Looks like 1 representing Scarlet, 1 representing Violet, orange tie, purple tie. Okay, and then yeah, that's the comment section. And then just to wrap up this video, we do have a product reveal to go over. The Paldean collections have been revealed. So we have a oh man, names. Okay, so we've got 1 for each of the starters. So this one is Sprigatito, probably butchering that. And we've got 1 for Fuecoco and 1 for Quaxley. So each one is going to come with a promo of each of the starters. These ones are almost identical to the Galar collections we got, and the Galar collections ended up soaring in value. So I actually recommend picking these up if you're interested into a Pokemon investing. And also it shows here, I'm just noticing this now, looks like we have a more streamlined showing of what we're actually getting in the pack. So we're getting an oversized card, 4 packs, a pin, and then 3 promos. So it looks like the promos will have 2 different artworks. So you are incentivized to buy more than 1 of these things. I know that I'm going to pick up at least 1, maybe all 3 to open on the channel. So stay tuned for that. These will be releasing, one of these releasing. Let's take a look here. Probably in Japan, January at some point. Doesn't say. Not quite sure. Probably January if I had to guess. No, it looks like they were just revealed. No release date was given. Oh, January 6th. Okay. January 6th for $19.99 American. So probably $25 Canadian or $30 Canadian. Okay. So yeah, those are going to be fun boxes. And then yeah, we got the promos. And then yes, the promo cards will have silver borders. So that'll be a little sneak peek. And then yes, the jumbo cards are a beta version of Koraidon EX and Miraidon EX. So if you want a sneak peek at what those EX cards are going to be like, they got a jumbo card for you. And they are beta version because they're not showing the typing of the card. They don't want to reveal that yet. So, but I think it has been revealed already in the Japanese set. So I'm actually not really sure. I know that Koraidon's a fighting and Miraidon's electric. So yeah, it's going to come with a beta version despite the typing and stuff already been revealed. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but that's just the way they did it in the Sword and Shield era as well. So maybe they're just trying to keep it consistent. Okay, so to recap all this news, because there was a lot, we are getting the Paldean collections have been revealed. EX cards are coming back, as well as some of those have been revealed, and Ampharos, Arcanine, Mimikyu, Lucario, guys like that. Pack arts have been revealed, confirming a Gyarados, and then the quality of life updates that we're getting in the new set symbols, new rarity symbols, silver borders, price increase, which is not a quality of life update, and more starting on March 31st, 2023 with the Scarlet and Violet expansion. So this was a pretty long one. I appreciate you if you got to the end of this one. Pretty informal video, so I appreciate you guys staying till the end. That's going to be it for me for today. Let me know if you have any comments, questions about any of this stuff in the comments section below. I'll be sure to try and answer as best as I can. And I appreciate you guys watching the video. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you guys around. Have a great day. Thank you very much.